How's it going, everybody? Welcome to a brand new episode of Crypto Clout. I'm your host, FaZe Crypto. Today we're looking at a $9,441 evaluation for Bitcoin, and I'd like to discuss centralization and a little bit, in particular, Bitcoin centralization and the concept of seeing, Bitcoin is becoming more centralized. These headlines that we see popping up. I think that this is important to discuss, in a specifically a time of bullish attitudes towards Bitcoin. I think that this will play great in our conversation about Cardano, which we'll be leading into. And of course, the different updates that we'll be discussing, all the different news about Cardano, and of course, these comments that we saw by Charles Hodgkinson. Cardano will be 50 to 100 times more decentralized than Bitcoin. And of course, the sort of aspects of what we've been seeing happening in the space and how a lot of these different culminating factors are going to really in an age of Libra and an age of China working to create their competitor to Bitcoin, I think that centralization is a really key topic. When it comes to cryptocurrency, what exactly sets cryptocurrency away from fiat? If we're going to be talking about a centralized more aspect of the crypto space, sort of a lot of us will be eating our words with a lot of the different praises that we had been sung for crypto in the past. If a lot of these different aspects come true, and inevitably many of them already are. The centralization concept is already a ship, a ship that's left the port. So I'm going to read some of this article. One of the big problems that we continually see with various cryptocurrency blockchains is that they will often sacrifice security for decentralization for things like speed. While fast transactions are always nice, one needs to wonder if speed is worth it, if it means putting people's private information in danger or going against the very nature of Bitcoin and other altcoins. Bitcoin has always been a decentralized form of finance, at least that's been a main goal since the beginning. Bitcoin and cryptocurrency are designed to give financial power back to the people, and it's not run in the same way that traditional financial institutions are run. The standard bank, for example, can say yes or no when deciding if it will potentially provide services to you. If you're looking to open a checking or saving account, or if you're looking to get your hands on a new credit or debit card, the final say is with the bank and not with you. If you have less than stellar credit, for example, blah, blah, blah. And I think that this does drive right to the heart and soul of the cryptocurrency debate and what we'll be seeing unfolding, in particular with the sort of bullish attitude that we see, which I see as sort of a lot of hullabaloo. I don't think that we're in the stage right now where crypto is really going to take off like a lot of people are saying right now. I could see us lingering around this 9,000 and potentially even going back to the $7,000 range, but that's me. I don't do technical analysis in these videos. I do that normally in the live stream, so if you're interested in hearing how I come to that conclusion, make sure that you tune in. But of course, this is interesting, the sort of idea of where the establishment hopes to a lot of these different aspects are probably rooting for seeing more centralized crypto. So U.S. politicians want to ban end-to-end encryption on messaging services like Telegram and WhatsApp. Sort of that same concept in a nutshell, rearing its ugly head in the light of different positivity, but still at the same time, analysis accept Bitcoin to fly past 10,000 due to some key factors. Bitcoin is currently in the process of revisiting its recently established 2020 highs of 950.50. Of course, with its ongoing upsurge coming close on the heels of yesterday's evening sell-off that led the crypto down as low as 9,200, Bull's ability to post a strong defense of this level and the cryptocurrency could be the cusp of setting fresh 2020 highs. Bitcoin rally 9,500 as analysts watch for Bitcoin to fresh 2020 highs. Definitely an interesting way to start off the year. I mean, we have the halving coming up too, which, of course, with a lot of the different fear, uncertainty, and doubt, of course, underlying fear with the sort of corona, outbreak that we see. There are a lot of different culminating factors that we need to keep into consideration. So, since its inception, the case of whether Bitcoin should be hodled or not has always been debated. The main objectives cause contention. Should Bitcoin be a store of value akin to digital gold, or should it be used as a medium of exchange similar to using dollars to buy coffee? So, I mean, we don't see people using their Bitcoins at Starbucks, for example. Diversifying into Bitcoin could help you protect retirement investments, sort of aiming towards the boomer generation, which is kind of funny to see. We'll watch closely as that sort of news. I mean, I like to keep an eye on it regardless. Blockchain gaming digest will be interesting. It is interesting to see blockchain and gaming. This tweet by Pomp: acquiring wealth is fairly well understood process. There are rules to the game of money. Most people don't have the discipline or patience to follow the rules. They want to get rich quick instead of getting rich slow. And for sure, amen to that, brother. Anyway, I want to talk about the USA Fed is about to drop interests even further. The trend is obvious. Buy fiat, buy Bitcoin. So we're going to be watching this 50-second clip here of Drumpf. So we're going to get right into that.
When Germany and other countries are getting paid to borrow money. This is one. I don't know where that all leads. But we have to pay. We're the number one in the world by far, and we have to pay for our money. Our interest rates are set high by the Fed. Our dollar's very high, and relatively speaking. But when other countries get literally, they have negative rates, meaning they're under. They get paid. I love this. This concept is incredible. Again, you don't know where the hell it leads, but you borrow money, and when you have to pay it back, they pay you. This is one that I like very much. I really want to know who are the people that buy this stuff? Who puts money into something when they say this is a guaranteed loss? But that's a whole different group of people than I know. When Germany and other countries are getting paid.
So, some interesting stuff there, definitely, and in very important perspective, in terms of where we can expect to see crypto going from here on out. I think that it is interesting to look at a crypto like Cardano, and of course, what we've been seeing as far, keeping close up to date, with this decentralization factor, and really holding Bitcoin to that scrutiny of, is it really the end all be all of, I'm a Bitcoin advocate myself. I'm not going to sit here and shit on Bitcoin, but still at the same time, I don't think that we should just give it sort of its place as, if there's something better, which there inevitably will be, I think that we should give credit where credit is due. Of course, Cardano futures arrive, leading cryptocurrency exchange Binance launches perpetual swaps. Cardano will be 50 to 100 times. We already talked about that. I'm going to read some of this article, however. So the CEO, Charles Hoskinson, was in an interview with major crypto news outlets, Cointelegraph, moments ago. There, he specifically stated that Cardano will become the most decentralized cryptocurrency in the world, adding that it will be 50, 100 times more decentralized. And Bitcoin, obviously, the Cardano ecosystem is in preparation for the emergence of system overhauling projects in 2020. The hard fork is scheduled to play out February. Cardano will become so. Personally, I would argue that decentralization is a more important conversation to have in blockchain than getting rich quick. I think it has more weight to it. So Cardano releases two new versions of, of course, it's Shelley Nears. This is interesting as well. But of course, remember, this video is for entertainment, educational purposes only. Of course, I'm not your dad. Remember, I'm not your financial advisor. This video is for entertainment, educational purposes only. So remember, do your own research when it comes to these things. But I think we've had a good opportunity to discuss a lot of these different pressing issues. This video will be useful in the future, so we can sort of pick up on this conversation as we see a lot of these different developments move forward, and we keep a close eye on what happens with Bitcoin and the potential of a bull run for altcoins, including Cardano, as things move forward. So I hope you guys have enjoyed. Make sure you guys comment down below letting us know what country you're watching us from. You know, some people from Australia, Canada, yada, yada, you name it. Have a good day.